The underground cooperative cult hit Battlestations, which meld space-themed role-playing and tactical miniatures combat, is back with a second edition, and it upgrades every aspect of the game, with a couple of exceptions. The first edition of Battlestations was, for lack of a better phrase, a bare-bones endeavor. Game pieces mainly consisted of paper counters, and the art and graphic design was so bad that the first time I saw it, all I could feel was pity. However, the second edition greatly upgrades the components. The huge box is filled with plastic miniatures, and while not the best quality, they're not the worst quality either. The character art sees an upgrade from horrible to passable. The rulebook illustrations now range from fair to great, but the ship tiles and space tiles are excellent. The graphic design is much better than the first edition, and while not as beautiful as it could be, it's very serviceable. While my comments sound like the production quality is all over the map, within the context of the game, everything feels oddly cohesive, and the upgrades will help players become immersed better than the first edition. And for this particular game, that's a big plus. Battlestations is set in a crazy universe with a plethora of alien races to choose from. And while you have the standard go-to races like humans and those modeled after earthly animals like gorillas, lions, crocodiles, and elephants, the game also includes alien races that stretch the boundaries of what you've seen in other space-themed games. Blutions are made of bubbles. Canotians look like tumbleweeds and eat electricity. Diploids look like a giant sock puppet with a head on each end. And whistlers are big balls of feathers. As with any RPG, the game master's creativity and storytelling ability will play a big part in how good your experience is. But the amount of source material provided, the willingness to push boundaries, and the whimsical approach to the game all help make the theme of Battlestations unique, immersive, and just plain fun. Gameplay is where Battlestations really shines. It's a game that's equally fun to play as a one-off with pre-made characters on game night, or as a massive role-playing campaign that allows your group to level up their characters and their ship. The possibilities are endless. The game is played for the most part on two different modular boards, one that shows space, your ship and the objects around you, whether they're stars, planets, other ships, defense systems, asteroids, or any number of things to explore. The other board represents your ship, and each character moves through the ship with a specific job to do. But while a pilot, science officer, engineer, and marine all excel at their respective actions, anyone can do anything outside of their skill set, just not as well. Tactical combat is fast and fun, as are the mechanics of running your ship and working to be the most efficient crew possible. The movement between the ship view and the character view maps works fantastically, and the game would be an excellent one even if it were the same scenario over and over. But the base game comes with 8 scenarios, and others are readily available in print and online. Battlestations transforms into an epic gaming experience when you put a creative game master in place over the solid system found in the box. Battlestations 2nd Edition has everything I personally want in a game. Hard decisions, tension, immersion, player interaction, a sense of accomplishment, and most of all, fun. While the art and graphic design are still a bit on the amateurish side, and the Battlestations universe may seem a bit silly for some, the solid mechanics, massive replayability, and the willingness to push the thematic and game design envelope make Battlestations 2nd Edition a must-own game, and one that I'll keep in my collection permanently. Our final Box of Joy rating for Battlestations 2nd Edition is 8.4 out of 10.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.